You wake up in a soft bed, sunlight peeking through curtains, maybe your phone buzzes with a notification. Now imagine instead you're in 1345 lying on a sack of straw, itching from lice, and your alarm clock is a rooster that just dropped a poop next to your face. Welcome to the Middle Ages. You shuffle into the bathroom, reach for your electric toothbrush and flavored toothpaste. But back then, they didn't have mint or fluoride. People cleaned their teeth by dipping their fingers in ashes mixed with wine. You didn't brush for a fresh smile. You brushed so your teeth didn't literally rot out of your skull. Coffee? Forget it. You drink filtered espresso in a mug that says, "Don't talk to me until I've had my caffeine." They drank whatever water they could find. Usually murky, pulled from a shared stream and filled with things best left unidentified. Your breakfast might include toast, yogurt, granola, and fruit. In 1345, you get bread, the same bread from 3 days ago, so hard it could double as a blunt weapon. Walk into your clean bathroom, flush, and forget it ever happened. In medieval times, going to the bathroom meant squatting over a ditch with a mossy stick and hoping the wind wasn't blowing the wrong direction. Privacy? Not a thing. Toilet paper? Nope. You're reaching for triple ply. They reached for leaves, or their hand, or nothing. There's a reason they didn't shake hands with their left hand, ever. You're heading to work in a climate-controlled car, sipping cold brew, listening to a podcast. Meanwhile, the medieval peasant is pulling on muddy boots and grabbing a wooden plow. Your commute is 20 minutes, theirs is sunup to sundown behind a cow. At 10 a.m., you grab a granola bar. They get a raw turnip, maybe some onions. No snacks, no protein bars, no Gatorade, just root vegetables. Again, you feel a little off, you take ibuprofen, maybe call in sick. In 1345, the village healer shows up with a sack of leeches and says, "We'll balance your humors." You don't get better, you get bled. Still sick? The remedy gets worse. Warm up a cup of your own urine and drink it slowly. Yes, this was an actual treatment. Not only were you sick, now you're hydrated in the worst possible way. Dating? You swipe left. They showed up with livestock. "I have 2 pigs and a goat" was basically saying, "I've got a Tesla." If the other family agreed, congrats. You're getting married. Marriage back then didn't involve choosing a venue. Your dad arranged it, shook hands with the other dad, and now you're promised. You might be 12, hope you're cool with that. Feeling sick at night? You curl up in blankets with Netflix and cold meds. They curled up in a straw bed with no heat, no meds, and a priest standing nearby preparing last rites. Before dinner, you wash your hands with warm water and soap. They wiped their hands on their tunic, which they also used to wipe their face, blow their nose, and maybe clean a goat. Germ theory wasn't a thing, and neither was soap for most people.